It's done.
All right. So, as a bit of a callback, also, Mo, you're gonna have to act like you don't know this, but I'm gonna have to mention this anyway for the people who've
Okay.
forgotten. In the last session, you'd also finally started traveling out of Maximilian's fortress, uh, leaving or abandoning or forgetting Mr. N, but still. Something happened to where Mr. N didn't join. We'll get to what happened to him later. As you all traveled towards the south west, you found a man who seemingly managed to click or train 3 direwolves in a very short time, dressed in full knight's gear, who seemed to only care about the death of undead. And
It's blanket.
after some menial persuasion rolls that ended in him realizing that you are somewhat lying, he attacked. And what went from, well, it is only one night, ended in him, while taking a lot of damage, he still proceeded to start to almost rip through you. And while, because of a very good nature check and persuasion check from Unreal, and I'm handling from him correctly, the direwolves did run away. The man was still absolutely tearing through the party, and the fight would have gotten incredibly close if it weren't for Kindle, who her and Curiosity managed to either persuade or intimidate him. You don't know yet. Currently, the injured are taking rest inside of a cabin while you have set up camp outside. And Kindle, you are currently outside with Glaciel, who's just staring into the fire. Thanida seems to have just checked up on everyone else and walked back.
Kiddo's
Uh,
first thought is to just make sure their two are okay. Even though they were healed, she wants to make sure.
Roll a medicine check for me, but I'll say the DC for this is pretty low.
Alright.
Who died? Oh, Sky died. Okay. Well, that was funny.
That's a 9.
A 9. It's a 5, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine enough to check. Thanida didn't take a single hit. So she is by far the most fine. Maybe it's just spent a little bit of energy on that massive lightning strike. And I'll also say this about Thanida. Her powers are getting stronger the closer she's getting to this. You're very clearly noticing. And we'll also have to get to what Crow thinks about her powers in a second. Glaciel, while she got hit once, it felt like Sir Tumber was kind of holding back, as if he realized midway through the punch that it's a kid. So she seemed fine, teleport everyone out, and while she's a bit bloody, she'll be fine after a bit of rest. The rest, however, well, getting basically turned into a pincushion like what happened to Kairos, is definitely not healthy, and neither Fern nor Crow have the ability to survive what happened to them. Another thing, you have known Crow for a very long time. He's very nice. He's very, kind. You've known that he's had a dog for a while and didn't think much of it. But then the dog mid-fight turned into a hellhound, and that is likely something you're going to have to ask him about, considering that does not fit him in the slightest. As you go through all of this mentally, Thanida just sits down and says, well, that was one hell of a fight.
No kidding.
Well, if it weren't for you, I don't know how that would have gone.
Neither do
Why
I.
was he?
Hmm?
Why was he so hard against us? I didn't hear the full conversation.
Apparently, he has a thing about killing undead. And us siding with the Maximilian back there is apparently a no-no.
That seems like a tad bit of an over exaggeration.
Yeah.
And then Glacial just says, that I don't know. How did you? What scared him off? He seemed like he was winning.
Kindle is quiet. She looks very hesitant to say anything.
And Glacial hasn't seen. Remember, she has not seen what happened. I'm gonna have her quickly. Thanida roll for insight. I'd say that's good enough. She looks at you, sees that you're hesitant to say anything, and because of that, decides to be silent.
It was curiosity who hopefully scared him off.
And she's gonna, and now Glacial's gonna roll Arcana, which she fails. All right then. Yes, hope that's interesting. I will say at this point, considering Kairos, you were knocked out for a bit, but you were more healed than the rest. Yeah, I will say you are able to walk out into this if you want.
I'll somewhat stumble out.
So Kairos
What-
stumbles out.
What hit me?
If I remember correctly,
more
a
like you.
fist. And a
Yeah,
sword.
That makes sense.
A fist, a sword, and a very angry man.
Yeah.
You need to go lay back down.
You
Yeah,
should
it'll
be
be fine.
fine. Is
You can see
everyone
that
else
Glacial
okay?
is worried that Thanida's just like, he'll be fine.
Is everyone else okay?
Yeah, they're fine. I checked up on them a second ago. While the
That's
bird
good.
seems to be dreaming, Fern is just sleeping. And speaking of dreaming, Crow, in your mind, you hear that you hear something call out to you. It's a mixture of many voices say, "You have been a great servant. I will give you the ability to save, but the price will be pain." From this point on, any time that you, firstly, any medicine checks you do that are on a body will, you will do them at advantage. If someone is doing a death saving throw and you're using a help action, it is considered an automatic success. But the trade-off, whenever you heal anyone or help anyone while they're in pain, you feel their pain.
Okay.
As in a cold sweat, I don't know if birds sweat, but I'm not going to try to figure it out. But
Actually,
in
I
a cold
don't
sweat,
think they do sweat.
whatever, you wake up a bit hazed. You look at Fern, maybe a bit of an itch. The door's now open due to Kairos just having stumbled outside. The person who is right there in front of the door is Thanida. Why did her magic feel familiar? And why did it not feel good? And seemingly no one else has noticed this. And I'll say at a very similar time, Fern, you managed to stand up. I assume you were like on a carpet on the floor or something.
Something like that.
Stand up as you both are awake, and you look at each other.
I imagine it's like a slight deer on ice moment, like trying to regain my balance properly.
Yeah, I imagine everyone's kind of stumbling. I'll say this though, Crow, you are still kind of focused after what just happened. compared to everyone else who kind of seems like they just got several concussions.
Certainly did.
So, what do you all do?
Kyle should go and just sit near Kindle and ask, what happened after I went down?
Scare them off.
Very impressively, might I add.
Well, that's good.
Well, if we ever see him again, allow me to take a bit of the fight on the closer end. I'm not going to allow you to get hit like that again.
Hopefully, we don't see him
Alright.
again.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right then. Do the two people inside, do you do anything before you step out?
Well, she'll look for the cat. she
I
she
assume
refuses to
Basil's
lose
just hiding,
her.
right?
Imagine that's what she did, yeah. That or I like unsummoned her or something. Because she is a familiar.
You can resummon her if you want.
Yeah, I'll most likely head out and check on everyone first.
Do you also
'cause,
resummon Darwin, Crow?
Was about to ask, is Darwin fine? Because I do
Darwin
remember
is a
using
familiar,
Spear.
so
No, we
or
agreed.
no, he's not a familiar. No, he's got healed. No, I'd say yeah. Sorry, I misused that. He's resting in the corner.
I'm just gonna pet him a little before I walk out.
As you walk out towards the faraway skies, it's as if it's a wall of nothing but cloud and mist and storm. This is clearly going to be your last bit of rest before whatever happens there happens. You don't know what's going to happen there. As I'll say, Fern steps out first, then with Basil in hand. Then Crow steps out. Your eyes immediately, after looking at that sky, you immediately look at Thanida. You have questions, but you don't know when to ask them. But I will say, where do you two sit down? I will say there's Thanida is alone, Glaciel's alone, and Kindle's with Kairos.
I would say Kindle would most likely sit near Glacio as well.
I'll say you. So you're saying like on a separate, like, place where you sit, but it's still definitely adjacent to Glaciel's.
Okay.
To Fern and Pro. Where do you two sit? As much as
I
you
guess
can
she'll sit down. I wanted to comment on it, but we kind of settled
Like,
what sitting
let's just say it like
like.
this.
So she'll
Fern is
sit
loaf.
down where
Whenever I
she's
say
got space
sit,
to sit.
I mean loaf, okay? It's good enough. Right then. And
Yeah.
Crow?
I sit, I mean, low.
I'll sit. Well, what does the area around me look like?
A couple logs, a couple basic seating arrangements. Nothing really impressive. With a campfire in the middle. That seems to just be there for the heat.
Sit down close to the campfire on a log. Just a little away from the rest.
Glaciel, after you all come over, she says, are you two fine?
I've
Better.
been better. But I'm alive. That's what matters.
Yeah, he hurt. And then Thanida
Quite a
says,
lot.
well, now that everyone's here, my assumption is that we won't see him again. But at least as long as the storms are still there. I have gone through these lands dozens upon dozens of times. But I've never done it before with someone. I don't know. The storms have gotten mad. I don't know how we're going to be able to travel. And well, The horses gave me some comforts. Now the horses are gone. So, from this point on, I don't know how much I can do to help. Storms will, from here on, will be dangerous. Some of them are even used as guarding measures.
What do you mean by
Some might
guarding
not.
measures?
So that no one would enter the lands and disrupt. The storms would hunt. Some storms would hunt down any intruders. They had the belief that anyone who deserved to be there would be able to deal with the storms themselves. And while the horses would have been a massive help, now we're going to be going on foot, and I have no idea how that's going to go. Does
what
anyone have ideas?
what can Kindle roll to take stock of the situation of that we're in? What could help? What cannot help?
There's plenty of things. I'll allow one of two rolls.
Alright.
Investigation to think up like how well you guys could get through this, and nature to check on the storms themselves. I'll give you one of those two.
Let's see. That's okay. It's a 15 on nature.
A 15 on nature, so it's for the storm specifically.
Mm-hmm.
You've been alive for a pretty long time. You've traveled a lot. Material plane, some other planes, of course. Hell, you've been to the 9th layer of hell. But I'm gonna be honest here. You have never seen a storm rage on like this. Wait a second. God damn, I'm getting called. Sorry, I'm back. So, what's it called? You've never seen a storm like this. Calling it a storm is a massive understatement. It is as if it is a combination of several tornadoes and hurricanes in one spot, moving in such an erratic fashion. There's no real pattern to it. It seems like, how I would explain it is, it's like what happened to Waterdeep was nothing but a solar flare. It was just something that was tossed aside. It happened. But this is the core issue. If you get lucky, you could travel through without much issue. But you'd have to be extraordinarily lucky. Most likely, one or two will pass you by, and from what you've seen from Thanida, she can only help so much. There is a distance that you will have to handle on your own. And how to tackle it, in all honesty, you don't exactly know. All right then, so any ideas, or do we just, when we're rested, go? Or we could limit the amount of people to limit the risk, but, well, I don't know how much that would help.
You said you've been here before. You know these lands, right?
I know them, and I can keep myself down without any issue. The difficult part is keeping you all down.
Damn.
I can, once we get close enough to the how do I say this? Fortress? It's not exactly a fortress. It's mostly just the eye of the storm. I can control the weather for long enough to where we can go in a straight sprint. The issue is getting there. I'll know exactly when we're there, but I don't know. I could not help if someone were lost. There's a difference between traveling through an apocalypse and traveling through an apocalypse with, I'm going to say this in the most honest manner, a group of toddlers. You all have never been here. You've never seen storms like this. So, do we have a plan or do we just go?
Best idea is for you to be our guide. We're just gonna hope that
Oh.
we're lucky enough.
I'll try my best. And you can see she wasn't scared. Funnily enough, she was not scared of Tumber. She was not scared of Maximilian. She was not scared of Dracula. She is scared of these storms.
I'm going to be there every step of the way. Every step of the way I will be behind you, and every step of the way I will help. So will the rest of us be.
She shakes her head and just says, very quietly to herself, but clearly audible enough to everyone, no one else dies. And I'll say at this point, unless there's something else you want to say, you can take your rest and start preparing to go. So are we all going to go?
Yes.
Are you all?
So,
All right then. So, there's a moment of quiet. You don't know what's going to happen exactly. Well, Thanida isn't scared for herself. She's scared for everyone else because she doesn't know. She knows she has her ways of handling it, but those are ways specifically taught to storm giants to help with this kind of stuff. They live in the plane of air, for example. This is something they need to learn to live. This is not something that she can teach. And as you all wake up somewhat rested, gather your supplies, go up the hill, up to the cliff edge, and you see again that wall of mist. You all walk out, and immediately the danger starts. And I would like for everyone, I am going to count this as stealth. It is not exactly stealth, but it is not exactly dexterity either. It's mostly just the ability to avoid the storms. I will want from every single person a normal stealth check.
Even me?
Normal. Okay.
Not you. Not you.
Okay.
Sorry. My fault.
4.
We'll all right then.
Grab my dice. One moment.
Surprisingly enough, a 20.
Okay. Dirty or not?
Hold on. 30. Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
All right then. So, all right then. So it's a 4 for Crow, a dirty 20 for Kindle. I'm gonna really quickly. I mean, Thanida, I don't need to roll, but Glacial, I will need to. All right then. I'm not gonna tell you guys that, but. All right then. I'll need Fern, and Kairos.
That is a 15.
15.
What do you need?
Stealth roll.
I will need a stealth roll. It's
a
not
normal
exactly
one.
stealth.
Normal one.
A normal one. No, like it is not exactly stealth. It is mostly the ability to avoid the storms, which I don't think is exactly dexterity.
Okay. So,
Meaning your disadvantage with your plate armor does not exist.
Yeah, No,
He-
it's
he-
just a normal roll even for you. Because I'll say this balances it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they can hear you.
11.
11. All right then. As
I rolled it with disadvantage anyway, and I got both 8s.
yeah, I will say you're all trudging through this. It's like you hit the wall and suddenly the mist is so thick you can barely see your hands. At some point, Thanida standing at front, Kindle behind her. I'll say probably for her safety. Glaciel's in between Kindle and Kairos, and I'll say Crow's all the way in the back with like Fern, probably. All of you, one hand on each other's shoulders, walking through this. The sand is blowing in your eyes as the storm starts raging. And anyone who rolled lower than a 15, I would like for you to know what would your tactic be when it comes to avoiding the storm.
Well, when it comes to the sand, Kairos will be putting his wings in front of his eyes.
Ik ben bezig. Nog niet.
As like a shield
belangrijk?
from the sand blowing.
Ik ben nu bezig. Sorry, ik haal jezelf. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Kairos should most likely put one of his wings in front of him to block the sand.
Okay. And I think it was Crow as well, right?
Yes.
That hello. What would Crow's tactic be?
That wouldn't work. It would just be to try to push through. He got
Just-
a
okay.
4, so then he's not that much of a strategy to it.
All right then. As you're all traveling, it's immediately the winds start blowing wildly and violently, almost bashing against you. And I will say this: at this point, I am going to have Kairos, Crow, and I'm sorry to say this. Oh wait, what did Fern roll, by the way?
15.
15. And Glaciel. Glaciel is going to try to avoid it. So she's going to be rolling dexterity. Because you're trying to push through Crow, you're rolling strength. And because you're trying to simply survive, you're rolling constitution. Not a save.
Can you hear that? But you know the guy with the wing? Can you not like
Hey.
help the other one? You know, by protecting the other?
You could, but that would also maybe. But like at this point, I'm going to say this: they can see so little that they don't know who's having issues.
Ow.
What do you want me to roll?
Your
Constitution.
constitution. You got a 12, Sky.
Yes.
I just want to specify Earth. Fern unsummons Basil before they leave.
I expected.
Yeah,
I
any of my
expected.
familiars are not
Just in
here.
case there were any questions, she's unsummoned.
And no worries, I'm rolling for Darwin, but Darwin gets advantage considering he's a beast.
I got a 15.
All right then. I will say, Crow, you're all the way in the back. You're holding onto Fern's shoulder. You are not that strong. You start feeling yourself as seemingly behind you. You don't know what it is. There is a tornado or something, a hurricane, pulling you back from already at this very large distance. You can feel yourself being pulled back.
I like to
If
cast
you-
Blast.
If something else goes wrong, you might be gone.
Like to cast Blast.
Bless on yourself.
Yeah, me and two closest people.
So that'll be Fern and Kairos. All right then. So now bless that allows you to add a 1d4, right?
Yeah.
Add a d4 to your roll for me.
I do that all again and then add a d4 or just
No, you
draw
add
a
it.
D4?
You know what? I will say that. Roll again, a second strength check, and roll a d4. On top of it.
11.
Oh no.
One less than the last one.
How do I say it? I would like for you to roll Constitution.
Constitution, is that what you said?
Yes.
Yes, roll Constitution for me. Save.
Constitution save, that would still put on +1.
This will be a roll that you very much want to do well.
5.
Oh, no.
Is this add bless to it, please?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You definitely shouldn't.
Oh my god.
When there are limits to what 1d4 can do.
I fear for what will happen to Crow.
Yeah.
You most definitely should.
No.
A 6 is the total.
I
New
do you
character.
have
No.
any
Come back, come back.
resistance to bludgeoning damage?
I can use the cantrip resist at will.
You can. If you want to do that, go ahead.
It's just for
Now,
1d4.
considering you rolled a 6,
Oh, die.
Okay.
that will be
On the resistance is
Ain't count.
is a
Oh
4.
god.
So 4 less damage from it. What is it?
How unlucky can you be right now? That's the question right here. How unlucky can you be?
Okay. So that is a combined 10, 19, 32 bludgeoning damage, which would be halved because of the resistance.
Well, no,
Correct.
the resistance is just 4 less damage. It's,
It is 4 less damage. That would be 28 bludgeoning damage. You are swept away. I will say this.
Half my health.
Glaciel is going to roll an Arcana. You don't want her to make this.
I don't want her to make it. And it's Arcana! On her.
Arcana on a wizard, huh?
Glaciel's a kind soul. You all know that. Well, you all, most of you need your physical senses to sense that something has gone wrong. Even you, Fern, you find it difficult to even detect if he's still holding you. Glaciel realizes that he's gone. Considering, okay, so I'm gonna have her roll. She is going to use, as you feel, Kairos, you feel your hand suddenly feel cold as she turns to snow.
Don't you mean me?
And I'm
What do you mean? She turned to
Yeah.
fucking snow.
as you feel a cold on your shoulder. Nobody. Wherever Crow has gone, seemingly Glaciel has gone with him, to see if she can help.
I will still
Crow.
instantly say
Yeah.
fuck.
Crow, you rolled a 6 for Constitution, right?
Yeah.
You are knocked out. All right. You are all continuing as it gets harder and harder to move. And I am going to ask now for everyone to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Because at this point, there is nothing you can do but try to stand. And if you succeed a 15, you are allowed to help someone that's near to you.
It was
Well,
a
that's lucky for me.
Constitution
I
saving
got
throw or just
a
plain
16.
Constitution?
You got a 16, Kairos.
That's a 23.
23, Fern.
Let's see. Dirty 20.
At this point, it is starting to become difficult, and panic is starting to set in as you know that you've lost Glaciel, and there's a suspicion you have not felt Crow in a while. You can't hear anyone until you all push in. It feels like you're on a hill, and Thanada, with a booming voice, clearly magical, says, "I think this is the place," as she proceeds to cast Control Weather. Around you, a circle starts to empty. As around you, you start to realize both Glaciel and Crow are missing.
No, no,
The
no.
circle starts to grow further. You don't know exactly how long they've been gone. And as it continues to grow to a very large size, maybe 70 to 100 feet, they're not there. And Thanada realizes, and she's holding the spell, clearly preparing the gate that she's going to need. As she realizes what has happened, there's a moment of silence. Mo,
Mm-hmm.
I would like Mr. N to roll strength.
Strength, sure. Benefits. Does 0, so I got a 8.
You got it. I'll say this actually. Due to the situation that you have, because you have actually have a horse, roll advantage.
Oh, with
So roll an
advantage.
extra dice.
Okay. A 4.
A 4. Okay, so it's an 8. Okay, I'm gonna have to think here.
Most people are rolling terribly today.
All right then.
It's not the best day ever.
How unlucky.
So yeah, you are not doing well. You are not doing well.
I know, but this is where all our luck went.
Added.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna say this. Add a D10 to it, as you feel a magic start to go around you that smells like abyss.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Do you feel this? Weird magic.
There's no response, as like you're surrounded by storm. It's clearly something is
Yeah.
happening. Roll me. Add the D10 to it. Shit. Did I leave or what?
I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I
Mo,
got
did you- Mo,
disconnected and reconnected by
A
this.
Mo, what is
D10,
it?
right?
What is it? Yeah, a D10,
Yeah, that is a 5.
a 5.
Is
That is enough.
I think that happened to everyone. Unreal.
There
Is
is
that enough
a.
or not?
Also, I will say this: what you said is he cannot hear. There is too much of a storm going on. To the people back in the circle, it's empty. There is a storm, or what's it called? There's a moment of silence that feels like it lasts an eternity, and then suddenly, I will say, out of the storm, 2 men in visors. One you recognize as Mr. N, rushing on horses. Mr. N, you are currently behind you. You have managed to grab Crow. You are rushing in the circle, but the circle isn't going to last forever. And Maximilian, who has succeeded on a strength saving throw as well, grabs Glaciel, and piercing through your minds, Kindle, and everyone else who's connected to her, you hear Maximilian's voice say, Abel, grab her, as a night creature of his grabs Glaciel, starts to fly off. Do you do the same with Crow, Mo?
Yeah. I do exactly the same thing.
As Crow is also grabbed by a Malpass, which is this crow-looking creature. They both fly off fine, but the circle is starting to shrink. The storm is chasing them. I will say this. Maximilian casts haste on your horse. What do you... You make it. You don't know if Maximilian makes it. Do you do anything?
That's hard. Don't think I have anything
If
I
you
can
don't
do.
have anything, you could simply rush forward. There is still a really good chance Maximilian makes it.
Sure, I rush forward.
You rush forward behind your Malpass, and because of the haste from him, you are going at a speed much faster than the storm. But at this point, you hear piercing to your mind, Maximilian, after Glacial sees it flying away, is just speaking to his horse. Come on, you will make it. I dragged you out of hell myself for a mission. Neither of us will die as it stands. I created you to fly, so fly for our lives. I am going to roll 2 dice that will decide if Maximilian is a savior or a martyr.
I really wish I could use Force Stealth.
Maximilian fails the dexterity, but you can see Glaciel make her constitution save as she wakes up, dragged by Abel. She realizes what's happening and almost instinctually throws haste on Maximilian's horse, and he's about to be devoured by the storm. A white and blue light shines around him as he starts flying at the exact same speed as you, Mr. N. Both of you reach. Thanida says, yes, and then right as you both reach, Maximilian just out loud, now that there's a second to speak, says, keep going, and just starts flying through as Thanida opens, like, as if she's Moses, parts the storms in front of you, open to what seems to be a cave of safety. What do you all do to rush?
Alright.
I think the only thing I can do is just dash, but I'll check my
pretty
spells real
much.
quick.
I know
I am
that
still on the
Kindle
hoist.
is all, it can do it on all fours.
Yeah.
The main fear, I will say this, everyone else is going at like incredibly quick speeds outside of Kairos. Kairos,
Yeah.
what do you do? You don't know if you'll make it.
Alright. Wait, where's Kairos?
Kairos is
Exactly.
currently behind you all, but he's wearing full plate.
Yeah.
If you
Ah.
can't do anything, I could try something, but then you're gonna have to roll Constitution.
Can I try to go toward him with the horse that I'm on?
You want to
Try
catch him?
grab
All right.
him.
Roll. Okay. Roll. Both of you roll athletics, but Mo, you roll at disadvantage because he's wearing full plate. You know what? Actually,
Okay.
no, that's not gonna happen. Sorry. Do it anyway.
Well, me
Okay.
dashing would be 60 feet.
I got
Yes, but these storms are moving quick.
I got 17. Disadvantage.
All right then.
Good disadvantage.
As you you roll 17. What do you roll? What was it that you got, Kairos?
And what did you want me to
rolls.
roll?
Strength or athletics? Sorry, athletics.
Athletics, come on.
That is a 25.
Yes!
As you immediately clasp each other's hands, you are able to immediately hop on the back of this hasted horse. The horse rushes forward as the storms tighten around you. The last one of you makes it into the hole. You can see Glaciel just for a second controls herself, stands back up after being placed down by Abel, and summons up Earth from the ground. As you all make it into this dark but still visible area, you can hear a bashing of wind on the outside as you have barely made it. You all stand there. Immediately, you can see Maximilian, who was wearing a visor, so you didn't recognize him immediately until you heard his voice. Take off his visor, look at everyone else, and I will say at this point, he just starts laughing in a way of like, how did we survive this? Almost.
I'm gonna be honest, Kindle does the same thing.
Yeah, it's like, I'll say like most of the group just starts like laughing as in like, how the fuck did we get out of that?
Kairos will immediately say thanks to Mr. N and
Oh,
go over to
close,
Maximilian
lad.
and say thank you for coming.
Don't fucking mention it.
Those two would have been gone without you.
Oh,
How's Crow?
Nox, are you good? As he seems to be speaking to you, Mr. N.
Yeah. I am.
Okay.
Just needs to rest a bit.
As you all
You're
sit down,
lad, you're heavy. You know that?
And good job, Glacial, for that really quick haste spell on Maximilian's horse there.
ah, like you see Glacial just breathing at this point, and Thanada is just like, it's a sigh of relief that no one has died.
Yeah, after the laughing fit is over, Kindle immediately goes to Glacio.
Glacial
both of
is
them
somewhat
looking?
injured. Crow is very injured.
Okay, I will go up to Crow and heal him twice with Cure Wounds. At
All right
second
then.
level.
How much health is that? Because this will be important.
That is 17 health.
Oh, that was stressful for me
uh,
too.
I know, I could tell.
As you heal him. Okay, question: are you full health now, or are you still like a bit injured, bro?
42 out of 53.
You can
Pretty
all
good.
hear in this cave. It's lit up because there's a light somewhere at the end of it, and you can hear wind rushing in. It's not clearly like that aggressive wind that was chasing you, but it's something like just a passing wind to show that there's a way out of this cave. Thanada controls herself a bit, looks around. Are you all fine?
Think so,
Yeah.
mostly.
Most of us are fine, but these two are a bit battered.
Oh,
And you
why
see
did you guys leave
Glacial
me
says,
alone?
I'll be fine. And she clearly is like, she hit a rock on her arm. It's not broken, it's clearly bruised.
Mm-hmm.
But like, and clearly like a bit of the skin's gone off, but she seems fine.
Kindle would
Maybe she'll
just
need to get her clothes fixed up.
Kindle would like pat her on the head as like reassurance type thing.
I'm sorry I left. I'm sorry.
It was reckless. But I know what you were trying to do. At the same time, please, don't do that again.
All right.
Or at least tell one of us.
Exactly.
And then Thanada just pipes with, yes, she definitely could have told you something in that storm. Ah. Maximilian, now finally having caught his breath, looks at you all and says, oh, I have so many questions. You have no idea.
I
Just
have
one-
questions for you too.
Firstly, why the fuck aren't you with your horses?
We got attacked by
got
that knight you
scared.
told us about. And that knight ended up scaring them off.
Why
Well,
did
if
you
we-
guys leave me alone?
Couldn't
not
find
inform me.
you.
Was
I know,
in
in
the
all
library.
honesty, the library is a bit off.
Ah,
And I will say at this point also, Mr. N and Maximilian, they're both connected to Kindle's beast sense. Forgot what it's called exactly.
Bestial
the
sense
telekinesis,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Bestial
telekinesis,
sense. So
yeah.
I was surprisingly accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or telepathy. Sorry, telepathy.
Great.
As you could suddenly, whatever someone's thinking, like they're specifically Maximilian or Mr. N are thinking accidentally for just a second, just pops out into everyone else's head.
Okay, you two
Yeah.
control your thoughts a little bit.
What is up
God
with that?
damn it, now I gotta explain
What?
that.
What the fuck? What the? Did you hear what I said on the horse?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I used to do
Push
theater.
wheel,
Okay. Thank Lady Trixie for that. Oh
That is
my
not
god.
what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
You're-
Yeah. Please. What the fuck is going on?
Well, how do I explain this again? The same way to him. I am a daughter of a Beast King tribal leader, which means I have the ability to connect to other people's minds telepathically if I'm really close to them and they're close to me.
And me and him just saved. Okay, that adds up.
Yeah. It's
Weird.
weird.
Weird, but I've given up on questioning it. And then realizing that this conversation done, just says, yeah, the cave goes this way. Follow.
Let's
You all
worry
follow?
about this first. Let's go.
It's in a dark area.
It is
Um,
dark.
I
As
just
we
light
walk-
up one of my cards to shine something.
You can do that. I'll say you and Glaciel both. What's it called? You and Glaciel both, like, she creates a light spell, you create one of your cards. And I'll say this, by the way. The things that they seem to have dragged with them. Firstly, Maximilian ties down the horses on a loose rock, and then like he just looks at you all and just and you can see him. Even then, he accidentally thinks, "Why didn't they just do this? Why didn't they just tie down their horses?" And then you all proceed to move. Question: would you like to keep the night creatures with you, or do you want to keep going? Specifically,
Yes.
Mr. N.
I will.
You guys
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I want them.
I will say
with us.
this: these things are extraordinarily creepy. They look very humanoid, but they don't talk. And one of them looks like an almost celestial human. The other one looks like a human dressed in crow's feathers, wearing a plague doctor mask. But when it removes its feathers, that's not fucking human.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Start sketching.
As there's just a bit of a cave, it's dark, but suddenly light fills the room. Your eyes adjust for a second, as the cave seems to have ended in a place very well lit with seemingly not torches, but lightning that's moving across the walls of this cave. These two statues that look like like storm giants wielding war hammers stand there, and their eyes glow as they look towards Thanida, who's at the front of you all, and says, "Speak right, and you may enter." As Thanida looks at them, says, "And who here speaks giant?"
I
Not me.
don't.
Not me.
Do
Not
any
me.
of you speak giant?
Oof.
Maximilian also doesn't, and neither does Laciel. I'll say that.
Nope.
Not a single one of us.
Laciel just learned Sylvan. Okay, and you can see in giant, not something you recognize. You can use comprehend languages to understand this, but I don't think anyone's going to use any spell slots that they don't need. I assume.
Yeah, no, not when you've
Yeah.
warned us.
I
that
mean,
we're
the
not
one
getting
I
any
can use is a
restoration
cantrip,
soon.
so
You can use, if you want to use comprehend languages as a cantrip, you can understand what she says.
yeah, sure.
I can also cast comprehend languages.
But is that a spell, if I'm correct?
I can choose to use a pact spell slot
Oh,
or
yeah.
just a
That's why you both can,
regular
right?
spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then. You hear you don't really understand like the language itself. You understand the meaning, which is, as it is the right of lightning to strike and thunder to screech, it is our right to tame the skies. As the eyes go dark of the two giants, which are all, by the way, way taller than you guys.
100%.
What
Yeah,
seemed to be
100%.
just the end of a cave, and turns out to be a broken down door. As it opens towards you all, as you realize this cave leads directly into a swirling storm. I will say this. Maximilian then says, a little question.
Yeah.
Yes. Go
how do
ahead.
I say this? This feels personal, and while I'm fine with helping, I do not think my skill sets match whatever the fuck this is. Do you all prefer if I stay here and let you all talk this out? Or do you prefer that I enter?
I vote for you to enter with us.
I
I
agree.
Cool.
feel like, yeah, I would agree with them for you to come with us, but I feel like this is up to Thanada. That is up to Thanada.
Okay, I would like for who? Okay, I would like for a group insight check.
Group insight. Oh, wait, it's wisdom.
Insight. Everything.
Oh wait, it's wisdom. I'm fucking useless.
What do you mean? I'm a cleric.
It's
Does
a
not
9.
mean that's a 9. Okay,
Cleric use wisdom.
it's a
as
group
the main
insight,
stat.
so it's if everyone else succeeds, you'll be fine.
19.
19,
That's a 20.
24.
20,
Damn.
That's a 9 on my end too.
4. Okay. I'm just gonna roll. I'm just gonna roll for Glaciel's to see if it and the Maximilian see if it bounces it out. Fuck! How they roll out of the box? It's a 17. And okay, the average is to around the 10. Thanos seems a bit reluctant, but in the end says, yeah, come on, let's go.
He is a friend of mine, so you don't have to worry.
And
All right
also
then.
mine now.
And I'll say this as. By the way, I was gonna say this. By the way, it seems to be pretty easy for people to connect to your beastkin sense.
Yes.
Even most people have done it accidentally. But I'll say this: Thanada never did, and that is something that you've only just realized. As you all step into this eye of the storm, inside in the middle of this is a statue of this female giant. As she seemingly seems to be holding nothing, but she's supposed to be holding something.
Hmm.
And
That's
it's
normal.
clearly something. It's clearly something small and round. As she then says, or Thanada then says, "That there, that's my mother." I want to save her. I don't know how, but I want to. But as long as she's in this state, the storms continue. And I would like for one of you to roll insight.
Who has the highest insight?
I have +5.
Probably Crow.
It's
And
probably
you're
Crow
+3.
then.
Okay,
My
Crow,
insight's
go
a
ahead and roll.
+3.
7.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I think you should stop rolling in the freaking
Yeah.
Maybe!
Yeah.
roll 20, Sky.
Damn,
Can we
those rolls
allow a
are.
reroll?
Okay,
I could give him
you
the
know what?
dice
I'll
roller?
allow you. Don't just roll. Actually, one thing, considering you're the one rolling, actually, this is something I forgot to do. Roll Arcana.
Okay, I just need to write
Hold
it
on, I'm
down.
giving him the dice roller. Let me give him the damn dice roller.
Yeah, give him the damn dice roller.
Use that,
This
motherfucker!
boy has physical dice.
Use them. I trust you enough. You're not fucking Aki. Like, I trust you.
I have 2 tiny sets, yeah, blue or pink.
Blue. Use blue. It's Storm. Fits.
Also, the color of magic.
Yeah.
True, true.
6.
Let's see.
14, even if you said Arcana.
Yeah, so it's a 14 for Insight and Arcana. Yeah.
Wait, no, I rolled
There's
14 for the first
Lady
roll.
dice,
Oh, okay, cool.
which are coincidentally blue and
And
gray.
Arcana roll?
So you want me to do both Arcana and...
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. Because these are
Well,
both gonna
then,
tell you different
then the
things.
first one's total becomes 19 because I have a +5 on wisdom.
Okay. And the second
And
one?
then the other roll is a 15 plus 6, meaning 21.
Well done.
See what happens when you don't use roll
When
20.
even when you are knocked out, in that, what's it called? Here, it is swirling with a magic that feels familiar, and now you've placed your thoughts on it. You felt this on the worst day of your life. Feels so familiar, it's wrong. And while you know the math doesn't make sense, considering it was 8 years ago, and Thanada is 16, so she'd be 8 at that time. Something is happening and you don't understand it. And another thing, you've always been good. You've never been good at detecting lies, but you've always been good at detecting when someone isn't telling the full truth. When Thanada said, as long as she is in this state, you think that although she wants you to think that that means as long as she is not alive, she's not telling the full truth. You don't know what it is. Something isn't being said that should. Maximilian sort of steps aside to let you all handle this. And Thanada then, after saying that, says, any ideas on how I would help her?
What about the artifact that you showed us before? Do you still have it?
Of course I do. And she pulls the bag that she has it in, opens it, dumps all of the shards onto the ground. You don't know. She still has not told you how it is broken, by the way. And Crow, at this point, you've been angry very few times in your life, but you can feel the anger starting to boil.
He's angry and for multiple reasons.
And I'll say the focus is not on Crow, so no one else would notice. And she then says, what was supposed to happen, that thing was a jar. I placed it in her hands when I had it made. And she should have been fine. Maybe even all the others if I was lucky. Whoever said something, say that again because I didn't hear you.
I said, what do you mean by made? You made it?
That was my quest. After
Oh.
they all trapped the storms, I would create this. It's an old ritual that they had to do. I would simply have their souls were in a much smaller one, and I simply had to make it bigger so I could place it back in them to get them back. By the time I had it made, it broke.
Can I... Who has the highest arcana, out of curiosity?
+6.
Glacial, actually.
Arcana?
Glacial's is a +9.
Could
Actually,
she,
+8, sorry.
could she
+8.
roll to see if what happened is what made the spell out of control and if there's a way to fix it? Or if there even is a way to fix it?
Right then. Glacial grabs you and to the side. Says, something here isn't adding up.
What do you mean?
Yes, freeing their souls and placing it back into their bodies will have worked, but I don't feel any magic coming from those shards, and how do I say this? The same effect could be achieved by breaking the statue.
Shit.
Crow, do you keep controlling yourself, or is there a moment where you start talking to Thanada?
Yes, there would be a moment he starts talking to her, but I, as a player, just don't actually know what to say.
Just let the situation guide you, I guess. Because I think if there were a moment, the moment would be now.
Yeah.
If I walk toward Maximilian and ask him the same thing that she told me. Like, I want his opinion by what she said to me. If he's in the room there.
He's in the room and he's listening, but he's just looking.
I go up to him and just ask him for his opinion about it.
And roll something for him. Well, if you could give me a hand, maybe we could try reconstructing the shards into the jar.
Sure. What do you need?
Now I want you to roll at least sleight of hand, I guess.
Sleight of hand.
He rolled very well.
I also rolled very well. 18. Do I have any?
You also rolled a base 18. He also rolled a base 18. And he's a +4.
Oh, okay. Just see if I have any. I don't have any benefits.
Okay, but it's
Oh wait,
fine.
I do. I do.
18's enough.
It's 20. It's 20.
20.
I have
Okay,
+2.
it's good. They're 20, and he has got a 22. So you both walk over to the jar shards that she seems to have left on the floor, and within the span of a minute, maybe 2 minutes, you're able to reconstruct this thing in a fashion. He casts mending on it as it immediately starts to harden. The cracks also there, like not forcing this thing to break.
Mhm.
It's now held together.
Well,
Good.
seems good enough. Thank you
Could
for your help.
Kairos inspect the statue?
Roll the Arcana for me, please.
Okay.
While that's happening,
Kairos.
That's a 16.
There is heavy magic inside of it,
Kairos.
but you do not detect a soul.
Yes, Kindle?
Use Lesser Legend lore. I'm saying this
Good point.
telepathically, by the way.
On the statue.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
At
Also,
second
because it's-
level.
Because it's an item, it should just work fine.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot see what this thing originally properly was. You're a person, most definitely, but you can almost only really see the place. Storms, even worse than the storms that are currently ravaging through this land, were ravaging 8 years ago. For a second, you know what? Actually, I want to see if you can actually get. You know what? I'll say this. Yeah, we'll continue. A ritual gets done by a tribe of storm giants, and a human walks away. At some point, you see in a circle standing those guardians who are actual storm giants turned into statues, and her mother standing in the middle. Glaciel you don't know why, because of course there's no sound to this, was kept out of the ritual while holding a much smaller version of the jar.
You mean Xanada?
Thanida, yes, sorry, wrong. Thanida is holding a much smaller version of the jar and
Mm-hmm.
leaves. At this point, all that you see is a storm slowly brewing around it as cracks start to form in the statue until it is what
Okay.
it is now. But you can't hear what happened. You can do one now that Legacy Legend lore has been used.
Yes, it did.
You can do one of two things.
Hmm?
Or or wait, shit. Okay, well, he's back. You good? You good, Lachlan?
You're alive,
Hello.
Lachlan?
Lachlan?
Perfect timing,
And
huh?
Wiki
and
wiki!
he's dead.
Wakey, wakey, acting wakey.
Okay. So
Lachlan, if you can hear us, leave and come
Million
back.
fixed
Lachlan, we
the
cannot hear
jar.
you if you're saying stuff, by the way.
Hold on.
That's right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
There we
I
go.
have no idea what happened there.
Well, now, Lachlan?
Okay, what did you say?
Okay. Now that the idea of Lesser Legend lore has popped up, there are two options. There's the
No, I
option of
mean
doing it on the
before-
jar. Yeah. Oh no, what did you not hear? What did you not hear?
All I heard was small
Also, Mo can't talk
Thanatar
here.
holding a jar. That's all I.
Yeah,
that's
and then she just
the last
walks
thing I
away.
heard.
That's it. Can you quickly give him the role of whatever the hell's gonna make him able to speak here?
Oh.
Yeah. Hang on.
You might have to wait. Once we tell you, you can leave and come back. Yeah.
Okay, leave
Uh,
and come back.
Leave and come back, Mo, and you should be fine.
Alright, there we go.
There, now you can speak. Alright. So, all that she did after she had the jar surrounded by the giants that were her tribe, after the human seems to have left, she seems to walk away.
Mhm.
But that's it. And afterwards, it's just storms growing around this group of statues as it starts to crack. Now, the idea of doing it to the jar that has now been reconstructed pops into your head. And also the more intrusive idea of doing it to Thanida. And while you know Thanida is magical inherently, she's not a witch. With her, you might be able to get away with it. But it might be intrusive, and those days might be behind you.
I'll
Because you're missing information, clearly.
Yeah.
Something isn't adding up at this point.
I'll tell Kendall what I've seen, what I saw.
Would you like tap your head at like Kindle and be like,
Yeah.
okay. Kindle would create the connection and be like, what did you learn?
So,
Up until now, she does not seem
yeah.
to have lied outside of the human that seems to have walked away.
I'll relay exactly what Earth described before,
Yeah.
as well as adding slight emphasis on the human that was also there.
How many times can you use Lesser Legend lore?
I can use it at least level 1 status at least 4 more times.
Okay.
I'll say let's just say because it's an item, you use it at level 1 because there's no reason you would use a level 2 one on an
Yeah.
item.
Okay.
Okay,
So
you
you'd have
still
3
cast
more
level
of
two.
level
3
1,
more.
1 more of level 2.
Yeah.
Try using on the pot next.
Okay, I will do so.
Go ahead and okay, so you use it on the
Roll.
pot.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to roll how do I call this? Intelligence for memory. See if you remember this because you might not.
Okay. So it would be history.
Yeah, history. Thank you. I'm stupid.
And surprise, surprise, Karis is actually somewhat good with history.
Yeah, fair enough. You're a fucking time paladin. No clue. Alright then,
It's,
what is it?
16.
16. You see a different situation. Of her walking with the jar, she brings it over to what seems to be an artificer. Artificer makes it much bigger. She walks back into what's now just a little bit of storm, and still you can't hear anything. But then a group of high elves show up, dressed in robes. One of them wearing a fancy hat. In the middle, it's one that you recognize. It's the one that invited you over to the prison, Calypso Morgan. Thanatos at this point 8. You can see her crying as they seem to have grabbed the jar from her. She looks at it. You don't hear what's said, but you just see her look at the jar, look at the statue, drop the jar on the floor, and then leave. While Thanatos seems, although you can't hear it, she's crying.
I also relay that to Kendall, all that to Kendall.
Kendall specifically, right?
Yeah.
And through telekinesis, this is just getting worse and worse. I'm
Yeah.
saying this as a player. The only option we have to break the storms, it seems, is to break the statue itself.
Oh,
Do you
have a
say
lot
this
of
to everyone in the
explosive cars.
telekinesis, or
With telekinesis, yes.
Yeah. Someone needs to distract Canada.
No. We need to
Distract.
find some way around this. Or, oh god.
roll insight for me? Nobody.
Okay. Man, it fell on the fucking floor. God damn it.
Yeah, I feel that.
That -1, that's an 18.
Wow, that 20. All right then. There's 2 elements of this that are incredibly important. Thanatos panicked and scared, and her being a child is showing at this point. She's looking around. None of you have spoken because you're all speaking telepathically, but she does not seem to be questioning this. She's mostly focusing on keeping herself under control. But she is a 16-year-old. Well, yes, the only thing you can do is break the statue. To you will have to figure out. You're not trying to figure out a way to explain to her that she needs to break a statue. You're trying to figure out a way to convince her to kill her own mother. While yes, there is no soul inside of this. While yes, there is no soul inside the jar. You're trying to convince a 6-year-old to at least let their mother die. And there's a different element to this that's also very important. She is a storm giant, sorceress, inside of the eye of the storm of the greatest storm that has ever happened in the entirety of Feywild history, while surrounded by guardians that serve her and not anyone else. Even though, yes, there's still the element of her being a 16-year-old, if she loses it, this could get very bad very quickly. So what do you do?
Kendall will walk up to the statue. She's gonna put her hand on it, and she's going to seem like she's thinking something.
Thanada walks over and says, "Have you thought of anything yet?"
I want to apologize. There's nothing we can do.
What?
There's no soul in here. I thought maybe I could do something with curiosity. But the soul...
But-
There is no soul.
But what about the jar? It's supposed to be in there.
Oh,
The jar was
Jar.
broken. Danitha, I need you to listen to me. Listen to me carefully.
What?
Because the jar was broken, the soul is now gone.
No, it's my mother. She can't. She's still there.
I need you to calm down, so listen to me. Calm, breathe in, breathe out.
No. You know what? At this point, roll a persuasion check. And I'll say this single persuasion check is one of the most important rolls. I think it might be the most important roll you have done yet.
That's a 25.
Was that a nat 20 as well? Or just a straight 25?
Yes, it was. It was a
Due
nat
to the
20.
way that you approach, that was a nat 20. I'm gonna be honest. The original roll for if you'd lied and said that you might have tried to trick her was a 30. But you've spoken the truth. So that brings it down to a 25. Which was, and I'm not bullshitting about this, that was the expected roll. There is a path where you would have failed this roll. And you are a very lucky person that didn't happen. For a second, Thanida looks down. She's angry. She looks at you as if she wants desperately to be angry at you. You place your hand on her shoulder.
It
She
wasn't your
can't.
fault. It was Calypso's. That elf.
Did I hear that?
Yes, you do. And so does Maximilian.
It was not your fault. It wasn't your mother's, it wasn't anybody else's, it was hers.
Okay, get away.
Okay, okay. Kendall takes a step back.
And you can see she starts breaking down. There's rage. This is a sorcerer. Sorcerers gain their magic from themselves, and it's empowered by emotion. As you're able to get away from her, the sound of thunder releases I would like for everyone to roll dexterity.
Great. Is it the
I'll say
save
it's
or
a
just
10.
normal
Oh.
dexterity?
It's a
How
save.
much?
But it's a save, but it's a DC 10.
Oh, DC 10, okay.
Barely.
Well, that
It's a save though. Remember that.
I got
that's
a 9.
24.
What did you get, Mo? A 9?
Well, I rolled a 8, so it becomes 10.
Okay, Mo, what did you get?
A 9.
A 9.
And
Okay,
yeah.
Fern? Unreal, you there?
Unreal.
God damn it, my wire had loosened again.
Okay,
Got a
nice.
nat 20 by some miracle.
Nice.
I was about to
Holy
follow
fuck, you
them,
guys are
dude,
rolling at the best time possible. And due to Maximilian having also rolled a nat 20, fun fact, he's going to help you.
also,
Which he rolled a second nat 20 as she screams, but it's not a scream, it's thunder. As you can feel, your ears are about to burst, specifically you, Mr. N. He's able to stop your ears from bursting as lightning strikes on her. Doesn't hurt her, but she's clearly furious as the entire storm around you starts to grow and crackle around you to the point where you can't even see its top. And then there's calm. And she just breaks down. While saying, she told me I had to, but I couldn't. She told me I had to. And just falls on her knees and just starts crying.
Another victim, and my ears are gone. Thank you.
I want Kindle to try her best to comfort her. Because she knows this kind of loss. If anything, she was almost around the same age when this happened.
Do you all go to help her?
Yes.
Yeah, Kairos will.
Everyone, even Maximilian, who has much less personal stake in this, all walk over. You start comforting her, but you start comforting her silently.
I look at Maximilian with like the look of just saying, we let her join. I look at him with the deal.
He's standing like on the outside and
Yeah.
just looking at you.
Just
Kindle will relay telepathically. I'll tell you about Calypso later. But for now, focus on her.
There's a moment of
That's-
silence as Glaciel seems to cut it off and say, if you want, I could do it. And Thanda says, no. She told me that I needed to do this. And
no.
Thanda
you have to do it on your own.
stands up. Do you say you don't have to do this?
You don't have to do it alone. We can all do it for you if you want. But the choice is on you.
I promised her I would. As she pulls
Fair
out
then.
that knife that she's only seemingly cut food with so far, she's not fought with it. Looks at it. Sapphire ingrained in it. She stands in front of this statue that's much bigger than she is. And I'm gonna roll strength for this. She tries to jab at the leg of the statue, and it clangs off immediately. She goes again, hits it, clangs off again. She's starting to get angry as a third time she hits it again, and the knife jumps away from her hand as she just grabs onto both of the legs of this statue, casts Thunderwave. The storms start to grow and fight as this statue, from into the cracks, the thunder itself seems to be literally pushing from inside as it all starts breaking and falling apart. The storm starts raging, even slightly pulling you all. Not enough to where it's dangerous, but enough to where it's genuine threatening. As in one fell swoop, the statue breaks apart, revealing that inside there was no body anymore. There's no blood, no life, no, not even a circulation. All it was hard stone. And as Thanida falls apart, goes down,
I walk
just-
toward her.
she goes almost fetal, and with her, this massive storm around you starts to dissipate. I'm gonna roll something real quick. She rolled nat 1 for this. She rolled Constitution. She seems to literally knock herself out in panic. And she's just fetal and seemingly asleep. And the storms around you slowly start to dissipate to reveal a couple structures, but the same gray sands that you've seen everywhere else in this quadrant of the Feywild.
Well, we should probably rest here.
Yes. I need to do something first.
Mm-hmm.
Kindle walks up to the
Alright, so-
statue and starts to bury it. Because
What's
despite the
left of
fact
that
that it
part?
was a statue, it was still a person at one point. Though she is going to find a tiny piece of it and try to make something out of it for Thanada.
Also able to find like one of the eyes is completely like cut through, but the other one is still like intact. Like it's the eye and with the head around it. You can roll for sleight of hand to craft something out of it.
Alright.
And Kaios will grab a blanket out of his bag and put it around Thanada.
15.
Thanada's sleeping, but she's clearly not sleeping rest. Maximilian seems
Fern will
angry.
lay down near Thanada and just gesture for Kairos to rest Thanada's head on Fern's own body,
Yeah,
as it's bound to be more comfortable than the sand.
absolutely. Then the sand. Yeah.
Yeah, Kairos will do
I
exactly
just
that.
made a band. I just made some kind of a camp, like.
Yeah, you're setting up camp.
Yep. With like Maximilian.
Maximilian is helping, but he's thinking.
Oh. I wanna add her.
Hmm.
I see hatred.
How can you look at that and still not think that you should be killing her?
Thing is, we need her power. She has. She suffered. Yes. But at the same time, she's still a kid. The only thing we can do right now is to
I don't
watch
know what.
over her.
You're like
I
cutting
don't
it
know what
out of them,
Calypso
Les,
has done.
by the way.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You need
Oh,
to fix your
am I
noise
cutting
for
out? Okay,
Yeah,
wait,
your
let me
noise
reset.
is
Because right now my internet's like.
Well, it is like. Fair enough.
278 ms.
You could just
Okay,
say,
that's-
you could just see, he's just like, well, like, Mo, you can see he's shaking his head and just say, Calypso needs to die. And he's saying it through gritted teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
She has to die. And that's the reason why I want her to be in our deal. Where she has enough power to control the storms. Plus, even if we, kill her here.
Canada is
helpful.
fine. I'm not worried about her. Along with the storms, her power will lessen. Even if she wakes up angry, which I don't think so, she will not be a threat.
Mhm.
This is not.
We need to locate this witch specifically. But it's gonna be hard.
I can't believe I am saying this, but I apologize. I need to. I will head back to the castle, send some horses over, so you all
Yes.
can move whenever we get the chance. It may be a risk with Are they saying this to everyone? Maybe a risk with Tumber, as you said. He might want me dead. It's fine. I will handle myself.
Be safe.
Just,
Just
and you can see at this point, he's controlling his rage.
just in case, I give him 4 different colored cards. 1 yellow, 1 green, and 1 red, and 1 bluish. For you
I
both.
thank you. Be well, Nox. And he steps on his horse and looks at Abel and says, "Protect them with your life," and leaves on his horse. We're gonna roll for luck for him. All right then.
However,
Roll another luck check. Okay. Okay.
now,
Now you all are setting up
Okay.
camp, right?
Yep.
the camp is already set, I think.
Yeah.
I assume.
Kindle will be watching over Thanada. Along with, like,
As
I'm
for the
going to Kindle
longest
to ask.
time, yeah. Okay, wait. You go ahead.
I want to ask her about the witch specifically because she told me she's gonna tell me later when everything calms down. I walk to her.
Alright. So this is the part where I will relay everything that happened back at Maximilian outpost and also what Cairo saw.
And also what happened to him?
Yeah.
Suspended.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Hussein suspended? You're muted,
no
but
idea.
like I don't think you're
Understand.
suspended, Hussein. Okay, so you relay everything that Maximilian said as well.
Yes.
And again, you don't know the full story because Tanada hasn't said it yet. You only know what Kairos has told you. Suppressed. You're suppressed. You can't speak right now. Because it's a different VC, because shit broke in the first one. No, our session shouldn't take much longer, but it's fine. You can ask a question like in DMs if you want. Okay.
If he joins and leaves now, he should be able to speak.
Oh yeah, well you should be able to speak now
Well-
if you leave and rejoin. So, as you relay this information, Fern, you're helping her rest. Kairos, you're with her. Kindle, you're speaking to him. Maximilian's rode off, and you finish setting up the. I'll say Glacial helps you at this point, Mo, or Mr. N. As yeah.
I'm surprised that you're not using the other one, and like I'm also surprised that nobody noticed.
I am not. Here's the thing.
No,
I am not
picked up
going
on
to
it,
because
but
it is
I
not
haven't bothered
my.
commenting on it yet.
Yeah, it is not my right to use it. It is yours.
Mm.
As you do not remember the last time you have seen the sun rise. But with all the storms gone, all the clouds, it seems like maybe for just one day in this depressing gray wasteland, there's not a single cloud in the sky as finally you see a sunrise in the faraway distance. As you all sit around the campfire, which seems to have also been made to depend on. Also, tell me what the result is with that sleight of hand roll. Nobody.
Oh, it was a 15.
All right then.
Could
I
Kara
say
somewhat help out?
You could use the help action to make an
Yeah.
advantage.
Alright, so I have advantage?
Yeah, Kara will help out.
Yeah, go ahead.
18.
And I will say this at the okay, so you guys were able with a basic chain, a very short chain, very small, that seem to only be used like to close sacks. You're able to fashion with this breaking thing. You're able to break the stone around it, and the eye itself, which doesn't have a pupil or anything, because again, these are storm giants. They don't have pupils. You're able to turn into the end of this necklace with a slight bit around it. You all sit there. Is there anything you guys talk about?
Well, I ask nobody's character like
Kindle,
what Maximilian told me about her, and
about the demon.
yeah,
What about him?
Mr. N, by the way, I'll say this, by the way, and then you can have your whole history. You just realize Mr. N doesn't know shit about curiosity.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, this is the first time I heard the witch's name. A demonic being. Her partner, her pet, I assume. Maximilian told me that
Not a
you were
pet, friend.
also. Oh, friend. Could be. But,
Maximilian
anyways.
might have used the word pet.
But, he told me you were also one of her victims. Could you tell me what happened to you when, she was testing with, or let's just
I'll
say
be honest.
experimenting on you?
I'll be honest, I don't remember much. Due to me being a beachkin, they had to keep me sedated most of the time.
Hmm.
When I was awake, all I really remember is that chair. And the fact that they would cut into me while I was still awake. The magic that they used, and that's all I really remember.
Well, that's a bit gory, but me
It was worse for
and
him.
Max. For who?
For Max.
What do you mean? Oh, Maximilian.
The rest of us couldn't
Oh,
feel
yeah.
what they were doing. He could.
From what you've
Really?
heard, she is very right. What Maximilian went through, what they went through was suffering. What he went through was hell.
Yeah, that
And even
is true.
his way of storytelling, which just looked quite theatrical, he was clearly leaving details out.
Mm-hmm. Well, me and Maximilian made a interesting deal where, yeah, not precisely a 100% a deal. It's more like teamwork, I would say. Uh, I am planning to hunt this witch, and I don't know if you are also after her or trying, to run away from her. But my goal is that.
Hoping you
What
hunt
do you
her?
think of joining?
Sure.
Yeah,
But only if you help me find the other victims.
sure.
They deserve closure.
Yeah, and
Because
also,
Calypso's not the only one that needs to die.
but
Do you show the
we
list to
also
him at this point?
Yeah, show him the list.
Do you allow Glaciel to see the list as well?
Yes.
Do you allow the entire group?
Yes.
All right. I'm
Hmm.
going to. Okay, I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
quickly grab
send it
this
in
list and
Master
I'm
of
going-
Fire. Because I edited
go
it
ahead
a
and
little
send
bit.
it. Both the people and the victims, and also the victims are. There is overlap, by the way. Oh, it's access denied.
Yeah.
Need to
Yeah.
add access.
Access. Then
Nobody.
So the ones that are in bold under victims are the
Nobody
ones that we
access.
know.
Access.
Oh, damn it. Motherfucker.
Yeah, no worries.
Go. You should be able to open it now.
Yep.
So the
Yep.
ones under victims that are in bold are the ones that we have encountered. Under captors is what their current occupation or life state is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
This all for victims.
Yes,
Well,
it is the victims. And interesting thing, one thing everyone will notice, the victims and the captors actually has strangely enough overlap. So both Cassigan and Thalion, which is a man you've met before, not everyone but Mr. N, of course.
I'm gonna do this so that
Have-
way you can see it.
Yeah, that might be smart. That would be smart. Are in both lists.
well,
You put
That's an interesting-
Calypso in.
Yeah, Calypso's
The-
not in both lists.
Oh,
It is
sorry.
specifically Thalion and Cassigan.
question.
It was
did
wrong name.
you
But it is
make
someone
this
that we
list?
know, so I am putting them in bold as well.
Yeah. So, question. Did you make this list yourself? Because I see a couple interesting names that I recognize myself.
Actually, roll. What's it called? Roll a
History?
history check for me. Not
History.
you, Mr. N.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I got an 8. Do I have
Didn't
any
we-
bonuses?
You don't-
Quick
You
question
do not
first.
remember much. I'm
Three.
sorry.
Oh wait. I got a +3 on it. Wait.
Actually,
That'll be 11.
there is a very high likelihood that at some point you have met Baldathas before.
Hmm. Okay.
I do love Cassigan Milana, Rich.
I mean, that's all he told
That's his
me about her,
occupation.
so. Or him.
Yeah, about
But
him
I
actually.
still-
Cassigan
Yes.
is a dude.
I still didn't get the answer of like who made this list that I just asked.
It was okay. You could tell him if you want nobody.
It was Maximilian. He gave me the list and I
Ooh.
wrote a copy down.
Okay.
While I'll say this by the way, while uniquely you both you're pissed, but you're not angry. That rage that is inside of Maximilian, it's a different kind of rage.
Well, I guess
It is
if
it is
our-
genuinely as if he is ripping himself apart if it means that he kills all these people.
Well, I guess if we're gonna be a party now, victims and witches, I shall. I guess I'll tell my story.
Aren't you
And I'll say
a dragonborn of some
I'll
sort?
say, yeah. I'll say Glacial also, like what's it called? Starts focusing on you a bit more because you've always been a point of curiosity for her.
I just like remove my sleeves and show the golden dragon scales on my body.
They're like patches of golden red.
Yeah. And for a long time, I did not know what I was specifically. I just woke up like this. And one of the witches, or specifically say, what's the name again? Fucking
Calypso.
Calypso. It's not an easy name, I
uh,
agree. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Calypso, yeah, how can I say it? Took care of me. She taught me about the cards and everything, but never revealed my past. I have no hatred specifically toward her, only curiosity of mine. existence, why I was made this half human, half dragon, some kind of lizard. And also why she gave me these cards. Reason for this. I have no idea. That's why I wanna go after her and ask her.
You want answers.
I'll
I
say
did
this.
not know. Yeah. I did not
I'll-
know she had, yeah, precisely the same, experimented on other beings. This is the first time I'm informed about this, even known about. I didn't even know she had allies beside herself. I was trapped in a dungeon for many years.
Burn, I will say this. You notice that Thanada, who seems to be listening somewhat, but was clearly was not fully awake, now wakes up properly, grabs her head, looks at the sky with the rising sun. It happened. It happened.
That it did, dearie. That it did.
I guess I owe you some answers. All of you.
They can wait until you're ready.
Ready as I'll ever be. I, as you all may have noticed, I am not. I don't have the size of a giant, and well, although I think some of you already might have noticed and had suspicions, I'm only 16. I have been traveling for 8 years on my own. Where do I start? My tribe was forced to deal with these storms, and they created this ritual where all of them would grab the storm, place it into a small pot with their souls, and then all I had to do was make this pot big enough to keep the storms in, so I could pull out their souls and put them back in. I traveled for about a year, try to find someone who would even entertain a slightly above average 9-year-old. The reason why I'm this size, by the way, is I'm not truly a giant, I am half giant. My father was a human, a sorcerer. I traveled, found an artificer was willing to entertain it for money that I worked so hard to get that money, and then I worked my way back. Storm's already started. That woman that you all spoke of, Calypso, you said.
Mhm.
She came by, asked me about the jar, and I said that I needed it. She took it from me. I couldn't stop her. And then when she realized that it was an item that had no use for her, instead of giving it back, she broke it. And then she left and I never saw her again. I want to be mad at you all, but you are not the person I need revenge on. She is.
No. If anything, there are others here who also want vengeance towards her.
I know none of you. My mother told me that if somehow I was not able to make the jar, I had to be the one kill her. And for 8 years, I let her exist, and because of that, I don't know how many people those storms managed to kill. I just done it earlier. If I just done it on my own, This would have never had to happen.
But you couldn't. And we don't blame you. You had an impossible decision. I get it.
I know you tried to, but none of you know what it's like to have to kill your own parent. And then Glaciel says, "No, I know." What? And then Dan says, "What?" And at this point, although most of you know about Glaciel, all of you also realize that she has never told you all. And she has not told it from her perspective.
Hmm.
And Glaciel says, "Well, considering we're all talking about who we were, I never have. When I was a kid inside of a town, we didn't have a name because all it was just to hide it from the people that were hunting us. I was never told who. It's because always safer to never tell who. We strayed from fire because it had created smoke and because it could burn our tents. We lived, we laughed, and we hid inside of the forest. Some spell hiding us. I had a brother who was older than me and a sister who was younger. Life was good, or at least as good as it could have been. But I was always told, never step out of the boundaries of the town. Or the tents. One time, I got curious. I wanted to know what was out there. It was the first time I hadn't seen snow. Seen the grass green, the trees. A bird landed right on my shoulder. Then there was smoke. It was dark. I tried to run, but it engulfed me. I could see and hear everything, but I was not in control. It felt like it was prodding at my memories, at me, to figure something out, and it figured it out. It figured out where we were. It ran back with using my body, and it proceeded. I remember all of their faces when I did it, when I killed them all. My brother, my sister, my parents, all of them. I don't know why that demon was there. And I don't know why it kept me alive for so long. I don't know why I deserve to live. Shouldn't have been curious. That's why I don't let any of you in. Why when we met I didn't let you know what I said, even though it's the language dies with me.
Mhm.
And you could see she controls herself, stops herself from crying, even though a tear drops out that she doesn't even notice. We all have something we've done that was wrong, a mistake. I've tried to get over it, and I never will. But maybe we can try. Glacial goes silent.
Hindu would pat her on the head again. A lot softer this time than before.
Kairosu gently just wrap a wing around their back.
I'm gonna just check if the horses arrived.
I will say there is one piece of information that I do not think there is any way that Mr. N wouldn't have said, and I think it's just that you don't remember. You remember that one of the bits of information that you found is that Calypso has a daughter.
You just remind. My bad.
I-
My bad. I forgot about that.
It's fine. That is why a
Also-
little suggestion to you specifically, but also to everyone else, but mostly to you. Write notes. It's gonna help.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah. I was so into it, I forgot.
That is something that he was able to figure out from being 2 days inside of a library, by the way.
Yep.
2 days.
2 days.
No food, no water. I
How
don't
did
think
you
he even
survive?
chat. Do you have any idea how much he needed that information?
Oh my
Really
god.
badly.
And I'll say at this point, the horses arrive.
Hold up. I want to tell at least that information to nobody's character.
I'll say you
Okay.
just tell that to everyone, right?
Yeah. I think,
And
I
I'll
think at
say
this point we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think at this point,
I-
even the ones among you that haven't been directly hurt by Calypso are like, nah, this bitch needs to go. I think even Fern and Crow, who are like very against murder, will look away
Oh.
for a day, I think.
Man, I forgot.
Oh,
I
without-
was, like,
without question.
saying, how will I say my name in the middle of this conversation?
You can just say like that. Okay, you could just say to them one last thing and then your name.
I guess. Well, before we go, let me just say my name to you guys because you guys only know me as Mr. N. And
And we might
That's-
figure it out if you keep accidentally talking in my head again.
it will never happen because I don't like the name that was given by that witch, but that's the only thing I have. My name is Noxonor.
Nox.
Good.
Whereas back
Is it
in
Noxanor or Noxarum?
Noxorum.
It's
I think it's because of my mic.
Yeah,
Noxorum.
fair enough.
Not the rune.
Okay. I'll send the name of it in chat.
I can send
Uh,
it in master file.
Yeah, go ahead. Noxarum. And that explains why Maximilian kept calling him Nox.
Not the rune.
And I'll say at this point, you gain the benefits of a short rest. Because I do not think
Although-
you would have rested 8 hours. And you will start heading back, all of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to know what happened
And-
to Maximilian, my best two friendo.
Well, I do
Yeah,
apologize.
not
That is
bad.
going to be left for the next session because I will be
Okay.
ending the
God
session
damn it.
now.